Want to know why most legal nurse consultants starve while a handful feast? Well, it's not about skills. It's not even about marketing. It's about this. Here's the uncomfortable truth. Your medical expertise means nothing if attorneys don't trust you. And most nurses sabotage themselves by either being too desperate. If you come across like you're begging for work, if you come across as, please give me a case, I need a case, I have to feed my family, help me, they don't want to work with you. Second is being too salesy, pitching nonstop. Let me tell you what I have to offer. I can do this, I can do that, I can do this other thing. Coming across too salesy, guys, I mean, think about it. When you go to the used car salesman, do you want them to pitch you on a car? Or do you want them to meet you where you are and help you find what you need, right? Probably the second. Third is being too clinical. Now, I get it. We're all nurses, right? But it's easy to forget that attorneys love us for our clinical skill, but truly what they're looking for is something that can fill their needs, right? They don't care what a great nurse you are. They don't care how smart you are if it doesn't serve their needs. Now, that might sound cold, but that's the way of the business world. And I'm going to share with you 3 rules for forming business relationships that work. All right, you ready to get going? Rule number 1, if they're talking, you're winning. Your first meeting, especially with a potential attorney client, it's not about you. Honestly, none of them are, but especially your first one. It's about uncovering what that attorney needs. And this can be unique to different clients. So find out, what's their biggest case frustration? What keeps them up at night? What bogs down their cases and their teams and keeps them from being efficient and moving forward? And then what's their ideal scenario for handling complex and often voluminous medical records? What would they love to see happen? Rule 2, in person is going to be online or virtual every time. Stats actually show that face-to-face meetings can be up to 34 times more effective than emails. But here's what you shouldn't do when you meet face-to-face. You've heard me say it already. Don't pitch your services. I don't care if it's over a great lunch. You can screw up a good lunch or any other like donuts or lunch or events or networking. If all you're doing is pitching yourself, you don't like to be pitched to, they don't like to be pitched to. Instead, try asking something like, what's one case that's kind of dominating your thoughts lately? And let them talk, right? If they're talking, you're winning. Rule 3, just be human. Be human first, L&C second. Attorneys tend to remember the L&C who asked about their kid's soccer game, or the L&C who remembers how they like their coffee, or the one who sends a handwritten note after a win or after a great conversation. Stand out. And did you know that 68% of attorneys say that they refer consultants based on, guess what? Personal connection. Now, this isn't to say that your work product doesn't matter. Listen, it does. It really, really does. I've got other videos about that. But if 2 L&Cs who have similar work products, I can tell you that the one who connects with the attorney is going to win the caseload from that client every time. Now listen, if you've already messed up, here is the reset button. Just send a no strings attached gift, number 1. Send something to them. Now that gift might be something like an actual, like what we think of as gifts wrapped up in paper or Harry and David or something like that. Or it could just be something like, they were working on that case they were telling you about. And so you sent them some research and, hey, I was thinking about you in that case and I thought this might be able to help you. No strings attached. I'm not looking for compensation on this, just out to help you. I love to invite them to lunch. I love to go to lunch with attorneys, pay for their lunch, and I do it as peers, not as someone who's trying to pitch you, right? Never tell them about what you have to offer unless they ask. Number 3 way to, if you've already messed up, to kind of get back in good graces, introduce them to another attorney or a non-L&C consultant or even a potential client. And honestly, this is whether you've messed up or not. It's good to be a connector because guess what? In these relationships, you care about that person. I remember there was this attorney, well, I just saw him last week on this rooftop event where I actually met him initially. I had marketed to him through normal chains of marketing, and I met him at this rooftop networking event. And I was like, hey man, we've been chatting. Why don't you hadn't used me to do a case yet. And trust me, I've grown in the way that I communicate with attorneys since then. I was still pretty new, but I had probably been marketing this guy for like a year. And he basically said, I'm not interested, man. I work with this offshore team that does my case reviews, and I stayed on it though. And as I learned more and more about how to do this the right way, what I'm giving you right now, I learned stop asking him for cases, stop pushing him, and just form a relationship with him. Literally went out to eat with this guy probably 2 or 3 times, went by his office, gave gifts to him. He never gave us a case until he did. And I remember he said, Randy kept just bombarding me with like all these these gifts, these pins. I did all kinds of stuff, taking me to lunch, and I got to know him and like the guy. So I was like, darn it, fine, I'll give him a case. He gave us a case. We blew his socks off. He uses us multiple times a week now, routinely giving us case after case after case. But it wasn't about how smart I was or how much experience I had. It was about the relationship. Now at Catalyst, we're going to teach you the exact system that has helped nurses become legal nurse consultants who land recurring clients within weeks, not months. They get referred without ever even asking for referrals. And they build a Rolodex of active attorneys who send cases over and over again. So stop pitching and start connecting. It's time for you to learn to form client relationships the right way. Whether you're just looking into legal nursing for the first time or you've been trying to succeed in this field for years, Catalyst can get you to your goals if you're ready to put in the work. So click below, watch our free introductory training, and then schedule a call with our team. And if you found this video helpful, as always, don't forget to like it and subscribe to my channel.